a melting pot of ancient cultures and colonial heritage. Spice-scented cities and hidden waterways, lush tropical landscapes, and jungles teeming with wildlife. This is India as you've never seen it before. Come with us in this two-part adventure as we explore southern India. I have always enjoyed visiting India. Its grand architectural wonders, its colors and exotic flavors that rise above the chaotic streets. It has a character that makes you want to keep coming back. But most people's picture of India is concentrated on its northern parts. So getting a chance to fly to India's southern state of Kerala was a welcome experience for me. Flying cross-country entails a lot of preparation, from securing permits, provisions, to preparing the aircraft itself.
We have our Cambodia overflight permit. We have our India landing permit as well. We're just waiting. Airplane's ready. Crew is all set. We're all excited.
It was ironed out soon enough, and we were on our way to Cochin, India, with a few refueling stops. After flying for more than 10 hours, we landed at the airport in Cochin.
It was a long flight, but I think it was fun.
The Cochin International Airport actually holds a lot of significance as it is the first airport to be operating fully on solar power. I learned more about this as I was graciously met by the airport's general manager, Jose Tomas. He explained that the huge electricity bills prompted the airport to look for alternative sources of power. And with India's estimated 300 clear sunny days every year, there really was no better substitute.
12 megawatt required an area of approximately 45 acres.
Yes.
So where to get that 45 acres? So we found an area near the cargo terminal which was lying vacant for the last 16 years. We thought, why not use that land?
Starting with only 400 panels in 2013, 2 years later, the airport has installed 46,000 solar panels. These generate 50 to 60,000 units of electricity per day, more than enough for the airport's needs.
Do you have any backups? Because you're an international airport, electricity is very important. What if there was a typhoon? Can you just withdraw from the national power?
Actually, our plant is connected to the grid. So what we do is, the excess energy after use at the airport is pumped into the grid. And if there is a deficiency, like, the cloudy day, the generation is low, then power will automatically come from the grid.
This airport is a good example of how the government and private sector was able to work together in finding innovative solutions that lead to lower cost and better environmental practices. Preserving the environment is a big thing on this side of India. I soon confirm this as I proceed to CGH Earth, a family-owned hotel chain originating in Kerala, known for putting great importance on environmental sustainability.
Our brand is known as CGH Earth, which really translates to clean, green, healthy. And that itself describes us what our chain, our brand is known for. Every hotel, we make sure that there is, the ecology is preserved. All the waste, in fact, which is produced from the hotel is recycled and consumed by the hotel itself.
Each CGH branch is unique to its location, as the company believes there is so much to learn from Kerala's local communities.
I think you will and experience Kerala to the purest. In CGH, each hotel, we make sure that once the minute you go to the other hotel, you don't see any element which is similar to that other hotel from the same brand.
Right.
Because it's not about the hotel, the luxury is defined, or we redefine for us as the, not as a built space, but it is the experience which defines luxury.
We're excited to be a part of Kerala, at least for a couple of days.
Yeah, you should discover Fort Cochin. Go into the forest, go for a nice trek, see the bird life.
From the hotel, I took George's advice and decided to take a tour around the ancient port of Cochin, the gateway to Kerala. The best way to see the city is by riding this auto rickshaw. Cochin has been drawing traders and explorers to its shores for at least 600 years, and I was no exception. Facing the Arabian Sea, the town became a major trading hub for spices like pepper and cardamom. And a number of Arab, European, and Chinese traders, enamored by its charm, chose to reside here, each living their own marks in the city. Moored on this historic marina is another link in the CGH Earth Hotel chain, the Brunton Bochard Hotel. Formerly a Victorian shipbuilding yard, its interiors are an eclectic blend of British, Portuguese, and Dutch influences, a tribute to the town's rich history.
After a nice stroll around the port, there's nothing better than having ice-cold tea here at the old Brunton Boatyard.
This restored building blends in perfectly with its colonial-era surroundings. I found that driving around Cochin was already a treat in itself, as it gave me a glimpse of the town's glorious past. Aside from the mixture of influences, Kerala is also an interesting mix of different faiths, a product of its long trading history. Hinduism, practiced all over the country, is also widespread here. I visited one of their most revered pilgrim sites, the Guruvayur Temple, often referred to as the holy abode of Vishnu on earth. Only Hindus are allowed inside this sacred place, which is known for its healing powers. I could feel the devotion of the pilgrims coming here. Before entering, devotees are encouraged to purify themselves by taking a bath at the temple pond. Everyone follows a strict dress code: dhoti cloth for men, sari for women. The vibrant colors you see as you walk around the temple area is always a visual treat. Kerala also has a significant population of Christians. You may think that this was brought about by the Portuguese occupation in the 15th century, but Christianity in India goes way back to 52 AD. When the Portuguese reached this part of India, they were surprised that Christianity was being practiced already. That is because centuries ago, St. Thomas the Apostle has reached Kerala and has spread the faith. This is said to be one of the 7 churches he built in Kerala. Though restored, its architecture reflects the way temples looked like at that time. Today, the devotion to the saint is widespread in the area. and he was said to be killed by a hunting spear here in southern India. Cochin is the second oldest diocese in India. It is also home to St. Francis Church, the country's oldest European house of worship, and Santa Cruz Basilica, a 600-year-old heritage site. Despite the diverse religions practiced in Kerala, the people are able to live peacefully and with great respect for each other's faith. Up next, we experience Kerala's beautiful culture through its many traditional art forms. Still in India's southern state of Kerala, I continue to learn about its unique customs, both those native to the land and those brought here by other nations. Around 1350 AD, Chinese traders from the court of Kublai Khan dropped their anchors along the port of Cochin. Among the things they brought with them were massive fishing nets, which are so well balanced that a man can safely walk along its main beam and cause the net to descend into the sea. These are left for a few minutes before they are raised back up with a rope, hopefully carrying a decent catch. Today, these Chinese fishing nets are still used by the people of Cochin, but more to entertain tourists than supply their daily needs. Though foreign in origin, these nets have become among the main icons of the city. India's state of Kerala is also home to a number of unique art forms that reflect its vibrant culture. Back at the CGH Hotel in Kochi, I was able to witness one of them about to be performed. Kathakali, a classic dance drama, has been performed in Kerala for over 1,500 years. The preparation alone, from the three-dimensional makeup to the elaborate outfits, can take hours. The actors are very skilled in putting together their Kathakali costumes, but sometimes you could definitely use a hand. The story is acted out by hand movements or mudras, facial expressions or rasas, combined with bodily movements.
With the help of the body movements, the actor expresses various types of emotions known as Navarasas. The first one, the king of all emotion, Srinkara, the sentiments of love. Freedom, heroic courage. Bhayanaka, fear. Bibhalsam, disgust. Adbhudam, wonder. And finally Shantam, peace.
The themes of Kathakali often revolve around the lives, loves, and times of gods and demons from Indian mythology. In this case, the story revolves around the demon king, Narakasura, who ordered his maidservant, Nakratundi, to kidnap heavenly ladies for his amusement. While in heaven, Nakratundi chanced upon the prince Jayanta and fell in love with him. It was an unrequited love that turned into battle and ended with Jayanta mutilating Nakaratundi. The actors' intricate movements, presented in tune with the drumming, created a complete theater experience. The precise actions demand intense concentration, skill, and stamina, not to mention muscular flexibility. They are able to achieve this by undergoing rigid training, one that is based on Kerala's ancient martial arts, Kalaripayat. Kalaripayat, or simply Kalari, is a 2,000-year-old form of combat training aimed at total mind and body coordination. It is widely practiced in Kerala and is closely linked to the practice of yoga. Kalari is both a traditional discipline and a scientific system of physical training. Apart from teaching excellent defense techniques, both armed and unarmed, it also activates all 107 energy points in the human body and corrects the body's energy flow, making Kalari practitioners not just great warriors, but also self-healers. After watching all that, I learned a valuable life lesson. Never mess around with a Kalari warrior. I am enjoying my stay in Kerala, where everything I've seen so far is totally unique to this part of the world. I take a trip along its iconic backwaters, a maze-like system of rivers, canals, and lakes that stretches over 1,000 kilometers. These waterways are vital in transporting goods, produce, and in my case, people. I am on my way to Coconut Lagoon, another CGH Earth property. Travelers in this part of India visit Coconut Lagoon for the unique experience, which starts as soon as you dock on its banks. I was told that they had a lot of activities planned for me, but I thought I would take a short break. Here, in the midst of the calm backwaters, surrounded by nature on all sides, I was reminded that sometimes life needs a little pause. And besides, the view was too beautiful to pass up. After the break, I discovered India's secret to clean and healthy living and explored Kerala's water highways the traditional way. I'm still in southern India, at the banks of the Coconut Lagoon in the state of Kerala. I am told that this is one of the best places to experience the ancient healing practice of Ayurveda. Ayurveda is a system of medicine that literally means life knowledge. My Ayurvedic practitioner, Dr. Blossom, asked me a few personal questions. It is important to do individual evaluation to tailor fit the treatment to be given. Mine started with a technique that involves dripping aromatic oil on the forehead, or third eye region, aiming to calm and rejuvenate the mind. It was followed by a full body oil massage, which would have been really great if only I wasn't so worried about exposing too much skin on the camera. All that was forgotten when I gradually fell asleep only a few minutes into the relaxing process. I was woken up for the final step, Swedana or steam treatment. A 10 to 20 minute session in the steam box is said to improve blood circulation, burn calories, and beautify the skin. Overall, it was such an invigorating experience. The entire procedure, however, made me quite hungry, Good thing, eating is a part of Ayurveda. Food, after all, is supposed to be medicine. The number one rule is to eat only when you're starving. Probably the reason why they took their time serving the food.
While the chef is not yet here, can I take a little bit? I'm hungry. They say that normally it's about 17 dishes that they put in.
Once all the dishes were served, Coconut Lagoon Chef Naveen joined me for a tasty and educational lunch.
It's a huge spread, right?
So this is typical Kerala food.
Actually, it's a Kerala temple food. Most of our food is related to Ayurveda or herbal cuisine. Eating with the hand has its own value.
I'm very good with eating with my hands.
Eating with the hands also have some tendencies like it increases your appetite. We say that before you eat it with your eyes first. So when you see with your eyes, you have a colorful thing.
I know.
And then you touch, you feel it. With the hand, when you touch it, you feel the thing. When you taste,
But do you start with the rice first or you start with something else?
we start with the rice first. Rice actually fills you up. It gives you the carbohydrates. And to make it more interesting, you put all these dishes on the side.
The side dishes include several types of curry and a mix of local fruits and vegetables grown in the area.
In between, give it a crisp with your papadums. And that gives you the salt, the effect, and the crispness to your mouth.
This is very good papadamdu, huh?
Then you have the lemon over here.
Do you eat the whole lemon?
No. Just you'll have a lick. In between, you just have a cleanse your palate.
Ayurveda recommends that you use all 5 senses during meals. And with these much choices, I had no problem giving my full attention to the food.
And this water is also herbal water. That's the bark of a tree.
It's warm.
It's warm. Usually these herbal waters are drunk warm. In our Ayurveda, we never drink cold drinks after food because it's a chain, like it freezes your intestinal part. So if you have the warm, the oil, everything goes inside the stomach.
It's amazing how people have invented all of this, huh?
If you have the Kerala food, it will keep longer, it will keep your life for a longer period.
Yes. Can it make me younger?
Let's see. It has made all the miracles, so let's go for it.
Full of high hopes that I just became 10 years younger, I set out for my next adventure. Coconut Lagoon encourages its guests to explore Kerala's famous backwaters. Not just on any ferry, but on board traditional houseboats. We are sailing through Kerala backwaters. This is brackish water running parallel to the Arabian Sea. Fashioned after the traditional ketuvalams, today's houseboats are an exciting mix of culture and a bit of luxury. These houseboats were used to transport grains from the fields. Today, it's the best way to see the beauty of the backwaters. As the main means of transportation in earlier times, ketuvalams served as the boatman's second home, where they cooked, ate, and slept. Today, the houseboats are complete with all the amenities of a hotel room. Some are rented for a week, stopping en route to discover different villages. I didn't have that much time, but I thought I would make the most of my experience by trying to sail one.
Well, it's not too difficult to be checked out in this boat. It only has one seat, so you release solo immediately. And just trying to avoid these barriers here. I don't want to get stuck here because it's a big island. I don't want to bump into it.
I guess that just confirms that I can never be a captain of a houseboat. But what a great way to enjoy some views that can only be seen in this part of India. I am only halfway through my exploration of southern India, and already I have been lured by its distinct charm and subtle beauty. The successive waves of foreign influences, combined with Kerala's own unique traditions, truly make an extraordinary experience. Its diversity, instead of causing division, actually binds people together to create a progressive state that gives great value for life and its many gifts. This place is indeed God's own country. Next week, on the second part of this journey, we continue our adventure across Kerala and its neighboring states to learn more about South India's colorful heritage, exotic flavors, and wild discoveries. As I get deeper into its thick jungles in search for India's royal Bengal tiger.
This has been your captain, Joy Roa. See you in the next Asian Air Safari.